Welcome back, everybody. Over the last couple of years, I've featured a number of the Danxilu inflatables, and today I am lucky that they've sent me a couple more to share with you today. So I'm going to show you what they've sent me here in just a moment, but first, just to refresh your memory and maybe see some of their new products, let's take a quick peek at their Amazon page. So I will put a link to their Amazon store in the description of this video so you can check out all of the fun inflatables that they have to offer. But as you can see, they don't just have Halloween, they've got Thanksgiving, Christmas, and more. But this is their 2023 offerings, and it's an interesting lineup here. We've got a ghost that looks horrific with blood splatters, and it apparently makes some noise, and you can get it in 8 or 12 feet. We've got a 9-foot inflatable dragon, great if you're doing one of those medieval castle themes. This is an interesting twist on the black cat with the devil horns on it and wings as well. It's a demon cat. I love that. We've got a witch inflatable. Look at those arms that stick way out. Very creepy. We also have a Grim Reaper inflatable. I like how it also has arms that stick out, and it looks like it's got some ghosts coming out of his hands that he's gripping the life out of, I guess. And I think that's really good that it helps keep it stable too, so they're not just, some inflatables that are all very narrow-based have a problem standing up. We've got a spider here. Look, it's got 4 different eyes. That's an interesting effect. And we have a pumpkin grave ghost combo here. Lots of things going on in that one. We have a tree with a cat and a ghost. That's kind of creepy. This one is kind of bizarre here. We've got a 9-foot inflatable haunted house tree. So you've got a tree body with tree arms. And this sort of castle behind it makes up kind of like a little head. Here's like mouth maybe and an eye. I don't know. That's definitely different. So go ahead and check out their Amazon store if you're looking for some Halloween inflatables at a good price. And they do come in these interesting Halloween boxes. So I'll show you the ones that they sent me today. We've got that inflatable spider. Again, that one with the 4 eyes, and it's got a light effect. But we're not going to take a look at this one in today's video. I'm going to save that for the next video. Today, we're going to be looking at what excited me most, that 12-foot inflatable flame ghost. Now, this inflatable is currently selling for $60, but I noticed on the Amazon page that they're offering a 20% off coupon right now, so you're going to want to check that out soon if you're interested in, because you never know when that coupon is going to go away. $60 for a 12-foot inflatable certainly sounds like a good deal, but there's only one way to find out. So let's go ahead and open up this box now and see what it looks like inside. Okay, so there is a little bit of extra room in this box, which surprises me because usually these things are so squeezed and compact that you think you're never going to get it back in the box, but it looks like we will because there's a little bit of extra room, like I said. You also get a couple of stakes, rope to tie it down. And this is kind of my new favorite thing, so that a lot of inflatables come with, are these weight bags. So oftentimes they used to come with those sort of like bean bag inserts that didn't really weigh it down too much. This is great because you can fill it with water and help weigh it down, and then just empty it, dry it out when you're done. It doesn't take up much space, keeps it nice and light and easy to store. All right, we do have an extra bag. I guess you can stuff it in when you're finished. And then, of course, we have the instructions. So I'm not going to obviously inflate this inside. Let's go ahead and head outside and see what it looks like. All right, here comes the saddest part of any inflatable unboxing, is ruining this perfect package. So let's go ahead and do just that. There is a lot of material here, but again, remember, this is the 12-foot ghost. So on the back here, I can see we've got a fan. There seems to be a light inside as well. We'll take a closer look in a moment. Let's go ahead and unwrap this cord and see how long it is. All right, so the cord itself is about 6 feet long. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. All right, took a second to start up. That's pretty normal. This is a bit of a small fan, so there's a lot of volume here. This might take a few moments. Let's see. Give it a little help. Keep unfurling all this while it's starting to inflate. I am noticing, I love the red on here. It is a very vibrant red. And I'm guessing that this white is going to really reflect in the darkness. So, let's see. There is a light inside, as I said, that appears to be creating that sort of flaming ethereal effect. All right, one thing you want to check on your inflatables is always make sure that the zipper in the back is closed. I think it's going to inflate a little bit faster now. Oh. Okay, so that took maybe 1.5, 2 minutes to inflate, and I did need to stake him down because just inflating it, he wants to wobble all around. I don't think those 2 little water bottle things are going to really hold him. I like the inflatables that I don't need to stake down if I don't have to, but you're definitely going to need to with an inflatable this big. I put a rock in the bottom. That's another solution if you just have them lying around the yard and don't want to bother with the water bottles. It's an easy way to fix that. We can see he's got a little bit of a swirl light. We'll take a look at that again when it gets a little bit darker. Again, I love the bloody effect on it. I think as we were looking at their page on Amazon, I thought there was a voice, but it turns out, so the 12-foot, you have 2 options. You could actually just get it with the lighting effect, and then if you want a voice that screams, it's an extra $10, it looks like. This one doesn't have that effect, which I'm actually kind of happy about because I like them being just present, and I wouldn't want to have to hear whatever that scream sounds like over and over and over. It's perfect just the way it is, I think, but let's go ahead and bring the camera in and we'll take a closer look. Once again, I love the size of this guy. I can't emphasize how much volume this takes up. It is an impressive inflatable. So there you can kind of get an idea of the red dripping eyes. So it doesn't exactly line up with the patterns, but that's all right. You're never going to notice that from far away. He does have the one high outstretched hand, and it seems to have this fabric effect coming down off of it. We don't really have any issues with the fan being undersized. It seems to be holding the inflatable up quite well. His other hand, as you can see, is holding whatever this thing is. Not really sure, but it has an eyeball as well. The bloody mouth leads down to some bloody, looks like kind of like handprints, paw prints, something. Maybe it's just blood splatter. But again, I love that vibrant red. If we go ahead and take a look at the back side of the inflatable, you don't have anything really to see except for just more white. There are some tethers on 4 sides of the bottom, as well as toward maybe 2/3 of the way up. So there we go. As I kind of just pointed out, the one thing I don't really understand is this thing. Is it supposed to be like a little mini ghost? I don't know what he's holding, but leave me a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. The only thing we really need to do now is wait for it to get a little bit darker so we can see what it looks like at night. Here in the darkness, you can really see that red swirling effect. For an inexpensive inflatable, it really has a pretty good presence. That light really reaches pretty high up to it. Now, it doesn't reach all the way to the top, but it gets to about his eye level. And you can kind of see it shooting up his hand as well, which is nice because it looks like he's got some extra LEDs to light up the top of the head. And again, whatever that thing is over there. So all in all, he's very well lit, and you can certainly see him from far away. You don't need any of the external illumination on this inflatable to be able to see the whole thing, which I really like. Overall, again, I really like his presence, and you can't go wrong when you have a grouping of inflatable ghosts. Despite all the different types and styles that you get, they become a cohesive family. So it's really nice. And I like how menacing he is. That bloody effect with the red light makes the inflatable a little bit more ominous, which, you know, a lot of the complaints people have with inflatables is that they get a little too on the cutesy side. You definitely don't get that with this prop. My one concern about it, again, is this bright, brilliant white. If you have a yard like I do, it tends to get a little bit muddy and you have lots of leaves that might get wet on the ground, and you leave this outside for the season, it's probably going to stain pretty easily. I have that effect with a lot of my ghosts. You can see leaf prints on all of them now. So if you want to keep him nice and pristine, make sure he's somewhere safe, maybe on some grass or, a pad or something. But let me know in the comments again what you think. Before we go, I did want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who help support the channel. If you are interested in joining our Fright Club, you can check out a link to my Patreon page in the description below. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time, take care, and happy haunting.